I'm getting ready to do something that I feel like you spirits might like a little bit too much. But before I do, can I have a name of the spirit that we're communicating with right now? Or if you can't talk or don't want to talk, can you light up one of my devices? Let's up on me, so good.
That'd be cool.
Yes, you can.
Someone's happened out there, yeah. It's like 2 or 3 times now. Something's moving out there.
Is somebody out there?
You're weird. You're the only snake I know that can't sleep when you eat.
I might have bumped that. I was peeking out and bumped that.
It was moving out though. Don't think it was moving towards
She's the only snake I know that can't
I don't think you touched that.
lay in the same hide
That was weird.
that she eats in. She eats in the human hide and then moves to a regular fucking hide when she's done with her mouse.
Was that you that just opened the door? If so, can you make a noise for me?
Oh, wait.
Device, do one of those.
I forgot something.
Isn't it so weird?
Your head?
What?
Choky.
No. My head right here.
I finally waited 2 dollars. I will get paid January 4th through that day. That evening to go get it and put it in the motherfucking check. That means I can have more for Christmas.
That mean you gotta pay rent again out of this next one?
No, because January hit on the 8th, the check. I'll get paid on the 4th or the 5th, so should be the 4th.
So this thing.
So it should be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like he's wanting me to look through it.
Yeah.
Even though it may mean you running to Wally World in a hurry on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
I don't know why it wants me to look through this so bad.
Why would that be ready to Wally World?
We get a lot of.
Getting ready to do.
I don't know if it's one of those or.
Because your dad's gonna try to get the majority of your guys' Christmas out of his next check, but he don't get paid till the 23rd.
Looks like what the purpose of that. What's that?
So like the 22nd or 23rd.
Paychecks on the 22nd. I will probably get paid Wednesday the 20th.
It might be time to do it.
I'm hoping I got Thursday the 21st off. But I doubt it.
Oh, it's like my uncle's there.
And I'll be pissed if
I just don't know what you would eat out of that, you know?
very pissed if I work the whole fucking weekend and I gotta work the day after and I don't get fucking holiday pay.
It doesn't really make sense.
That's why I see you running to Walmart either before or after work.
I don't know.
As far as what?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
get
say
paid
it lied to me about wanting to go to protocol. I was
on
playing
paper
a sick
check.
ass joke
Just
on
last
me,
week,
and it's just like, oh, go find this book. It's send you a
I get
lot.
paid on the 4th.
Now it's like that lie.
I don't know if I put it there.
Because I was going to try to order a little bit this pay, but the majority of it your dad's going to buy out of his next check.
Makes sense.
Phones, right? Well, no, I got phones and I got electric bill.
Mm-hmm.
But I should get it on the 20th. When does that be? The 20th?
19th. And we got water bill. Because it's due on the 27th.
Yeah.
I just feel like whenever that we use all of that, something bad always seems to happen. Not just like it's every time. I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm not going in that thing ever again.
No.
I'm good on that.
Hello?
Some days are this, that was weird. Don't go down. Time to go down. Alright, yeah, don't even jump over this one. Sorry, you going in? You're doing it. How long you want to be here? You gotta come out when you're ready? You want me to get you out? Or what are the plans? We're trying to see what's happening.
You can let on top of the coffee roll on with me. I'm like, I don't even get this thing again.
That was super comfortable. Oh, hang on, Sparky. There you go. Oh yeah, I don't know if I can close it. If I don't want to close it. Alright. Bye, Dylan. Good luck. You got her? Okay. What do you want me to do? Take her back?
No, I mean, you can't show them what you're crushing there.
There you go. Bye, Dylan. Alright, Dylan's starting, so. We got Dylan. That's just not for right now. That's fine. I don't know who's here with us tonight. Sorry, no one's in the coffin, so
2, 3, 1, 5.
go inside there with him and talk to him.
12.
Yeah. How do you feel about them doing that now? Are you happy? Or the body is happy? Is there any relation between Dylan and Conjuring House Doll? Is there any relation to that? You guys come over and touch this slack blade? You guys see what I just saw?
Will you give me a drink, Chris?
I'm gonna hope that was the bug. I don't know if you guys saw that. Did that was an orb or? No, that's a leaf. Sorry, I should tell you what I saw. I saw something like either a bug or an orb or something blue over there. Is it because he's in a coffin? Why is he in danger? I mean, he's not hurting. He's supposed to communicate with you.
Might want to see this video. I'm gonna show you this funny YouTube short.
You just don't say that?
Hey, honey, how about you come in here and meet my new boyfriend? Not now, Mom, I'm busy. Hey, Champ, how are you? Oh, you don't like Champ? How about Kingslayer 14? I've not used that name in years. Oh, I know. 10 years ago, Modern Warfare 2, you drop shot me. I said I'd bang your mom. You said there's no way. But here I am. Hey, honey, come in here and meet my...
Who would that be?
You.
10 years ago. I said I'll bang your mom. Who would that be? And here I And that, kids, is how I met your mother to get back at your not fully blood, at your half brother.
I'm not looking out for you. Is that a threat? He threatened me? Coming through on point. Does Dylan have an attachment? What the hell? This is. Does his fiance have an attachment? So interesting. Who's responsible for all the activity in his apartments? You have a name? Would you ever leave him alone and let him rest? He's walking around outside right now, or in the other room. I can hear you.
What are you doing to your butt?
Itching the scab that I know is going to come off because it itches though.
Where's on the bottom of your foot?
Top.
You don't look tired of this, but I've seen this house. I know who's it is.
It's CJ's, but they work with him.
Yeah, I know.
They do a lot at the farm. All of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, there's no need to hurt him. You just go and talk to him. Just go tap on the coffin. Just let him know that you're there.
You ain't got no off-grid living on here, do you?
You'd have to look up off-grid living. Yeah, YouTube has the shit.
What's your relation to a dog?
I've already been there before. Yeah, that's the way the weird dude that supposedly got arrested comes from. You want proof? Because you don't want to type it in? Yeah, I know.
He sent me it though, right?
And I knew that's what it was. You wanted to watch something else, but you didn't want to type it in. Oh, look. You can tell I've watched it too.
Yeah.
Fuel your dog's strength and stamina. Purina Pro Plant Sport. And when you have PetSmart, get 40% off.
I don't know. I just like the view. I'll tell you the truth.
On an island in northern British Columbia. I am the caretaker of this property, and I've been here for about 2 years. The isolation is something I really enjoy, and I love the solitude. It's so peaceful, so calm, so quiet. I am the only person living on this island full time. The only part here, I would say about one during the summer, but in the winter time, for months, I'm the only person on this entire island.
No, do it again.
Come on, no.
Even in the summer, it doesn't get hot, and in the winter time, we do get snow, but we only get snow for about 2 weeks. But we get pretty down here, mostly windstorms. Windstorms can be a bit scary. We
Your
get
bar.
cougars, wolves, lots of deer, and humpback whales. Often you'll come
Where
out in
you
the
at now?
mornings and you'll just hear birds blowing. It's just so amazing.
British Columbia, which I want to say is on the edge of Canada.
I've been living on my sailboat for about 10 years, but my dog was getting a bit elderly, and it was time to get off the boat. So I put an ad on Facebook, and a lot of different things happened, and I ended up...
I think it's one of the properties over there in Canada, but...
I check the docks every day, I check the property every day, I just make sure that everything's running smoothly. In the summertime, it's really a lot more work, physical labor.
You take care of a tourist attraction, pretty much.
So all the buildings have wood stoves. So part of my job is to split, haul, and stack every single piece of wood that's burned on the property, and mowing the lawn and taking care of the greenhouse and stuff like that. That's my big job in the summer, and that takes up a lot of time in the summer. I make sure the batteries are charged, that light the fires in the winter time. I make sure that the power stays on in the house. You know, the freezers keep going. So just basically, I just look after everything that has to do with the property.
Or you take care of someone's vacation property.
So I have a lot of clients. Most of my clients are in the United States. So I work fully remote. So I'll spend about 3 hours in the mornings working
Basically, what I think, she bought a little piece of property on this island that most of her clients own.
Or they gave her a little piece of property.
Or, yeah.
You can get somewhat of a good cell service on this dock and from the house, the big house itself. But I don't even remember last time I made a cell phone call. There are 2 cabins and a main house on the property. My cabin was built probably about 25 years ago, and it's nice and cozy, and
Ain't you doing dishes?
there's a
What?
nice little kitchen.
Dishes.
There's a little area for eating, and that's basically fridges in my desk when I'm working.
Oh, that's crapping. I
And
didn't even
there
turn
are
down my TV
2
while you was home.
bedrooms. Each bedroom
I
has
turn it
2
down
twin
every
beds.
time I come home at night.
The
I don't
cabin
wanna
is
wait till-
100% heated by a wood stove.
I wonder why my volume was
It's
so
nice and
quiet
warm
today.
in the winter, and sometimes because of where the cabin is, it stays quite cool in there. So I often have to run the wood stove in the summertime as well. But I don't mind that. And in the summertime, one of the 2 cabins is an Airbnb, and that's part of my job here in the summertime. In the summertime, I do have a boat that the owners put into the water, so I use that to get to town. I will go there for doctor's appointments and for grocery runs, but if I can avoid going, I will avoid going. I'd rather not go, I'd rather just hang out here. In the wintertime, the caretakers on the property next to us, it's a totally different island. They have a covered boat, which is nice and warm. So in the wintertime, we'll go once a month for a supply run. We do have a greenhouse on the property. I am definitely no green thumb at all, but I've learned a lot already, which is good. The biggest challenge here is the greenhouse is like small, and anytime you plant anything outside, the deer eat it.
In other words, you need a bigger greenhouse.
Target, try fast and free drive up.
Why does it seem like you
Try
just want
fast
to
and
get up
always free
water?
drive up at Target.
I don't know. Boy, turn down your phone.
Animals get to the islands via the currents. The currents around these islands are massive. They're super fast, super strong, And literally a bear just has to hop into the current and get off at the next island. So in the summertime, I definitely have to be very bear aware. I can't even tell you the number of times I've walked outside and gone around the side of my cabin and looked up and there's a bear right there. So that's a bit of a challenge. I carry bear spray with me in the summertime everywhere I go. Like I leave that cabin, I've got bear spray on me. In the wintertime, it's not so bad, but last winter after a snowfall, I came out of the cabin and to go turn on the generator. And when I came out, there were cougar prints on the road and it had stopped right by the door. So I think me turning on the generator scared it away. But yeah, so cougars are a big concern in the winter time. If I get hurt or I have to go to the hospital, the first thing I would do is call my neighbors. They would pretty much drop everything and come at me. They're just those kind of people. Like I've broken a couple of toes with dropping on them, and the owners did, have to take me to the hospital, but they were basically here the next day. Living off-grid teaches you how to be really aware of what you're consuming and how to manage that. The owners just recently added solar to the property. It's been fantastic. I believe there's about 8,000 watts of solar coming in.
Do you even know who the owners are?
We literally don't run
you just call them the owners?
So the solar
you don't really ever
panels,
see
they
them.
power the property for the entire summer. There are 4 generators on the property. The generators are used mostly in the winter time. And if we run them for 3 hours, it fully charges everything on the property, all the batteries on the property. And the generators run on diesel.
What badass.
There's a well on the property. When the generator runs, the well fills the water tank. And then the entire property is gravity fed from that water tank. All of the water lines are buried under the ground. But still, just to be safe, if it gets below a certain temperature, just shut the water right off. So the water jug's on my deck. That's my water, just in case the water goes off. There is a septic field on the property. All the black water goes there. This island is a protected island. You are not allowed to cut down trees, but we often have a lot of windfalls. So those trees, they'll often be cut up for firewood, but the majority, probably 90% of the wood that we use here on the property, we get it from the ocean. So when the high tides come in, they loosen up all the logs from the shorelines and then they just float by. So I'll hop in the kayak and I'll kayak out and I'll hammer a staple into the log and tie it up and I'll just kayak it back. And yeah, I'll drag it up to the shoreline. I just grab a chainsaw and cut it up into pieces. And then I haul it up to the wood splitter. I split it up and then I stack it up in the woodshed. Once the wood is split and stacked, we let it sit probably for a good 6-7 months before we even touch it. Yeah. Because sometimes they're so wet that when you split it, it's like water comes out of it.
Yeah, they don't help when they're raining.
Because it's been a bit difficult keeping in touch with friends and family.
You have to be on my lap and nail up in my grill.
Just so my friends could see what I was up to. So often in the afternoons, if I don't have any client work, I'll work on that. I love the solitude of living on an island. I don't get lonely. I don't know why I don't, but I